Okay, so I just finished some work on the tractor. It's been stuck here in the woods not running for over a week. I had been mowing up in the upper pasture and I was heading back towards the yurt for a lunch break, and all of a sudden smoke started coming out with that acrid electric burning smell. As far as I could tell, something was shorting out at the starter because the starter was super hot and some plastic near there was melting. And I've had a heck of a time trying to figure out how to fix it. I've been on tractor forums and doing stuff, and I just tried a few things. So there's a new starter in it, new battery, new grounding strap, fixed some connections that looked bad, and I also learned on a forum about a low voltage relay. I guess one of the things that can happen in old tractors, like old Kubotas and lawnmowers, is that as connections wear, then less voltage makes it through when you try to engage the starter. And this low voltage relay makes it where if the ignition is sending a signal to engage the starter, a lower amount of voltage will then prompt this relay to give full voltage to the starter. So I really hope it works, but the hardest and most frustrating part about being a novice and trying to do stuff like this is I did all that work and it still might not work right now. It probably won't work right now, but I figured I need to try these things myself, because if you get the tractor dealer involved or things like that, it starts to cost a whole lot more. So I'm just trying to learn and do my best. But here comes the moment of truth, the victory or another failure right here. Arya, you ready? Is Tuxie ready?
He's just hiding and purring.
Hey Tux, what you doing, bud? I'm gonna start the tractor. Are you ready for that?
It'll probably scare him. Maybe
he knows it won't start. Glow plug. I fixed my tractor! Wow! Wow, wow, wow! I am feeling so good about that tractor being fixed. Holy cow. It was weighing on me.
Proud of you. That's amazing.
It's a really hard feeling of, you know, having a problem like that and feeling like I don't know how to fix this. Like I could throw 100 hours at this and still not fix it. That's a frustrating feeling. And the tractor's such a useful piece of equipment to do a lot around here. So I'm so relieved about that. Yeah. And to celebrate, I'm gonna go get some work done with it.
Woo! It's a beautiful day outside.
Baby is doing so good. She eats a lot. She poops a lot. What else does she do? She's opening her eyes a lot. A few little smiles. A lot of funny noises. Let's get the baby sound effects. Oh. She can be kind of grunty. She can be kind of loud.
Yeah, but she's doing so
She's
good.
a good baby. Such a good baby.
We have a whole bunch of baby clothes we're going through. So
Oh yeah. Some friends gave us a bunch of baby girl clothes. So Tina and Arya are sorting through them.
Yeah.
But that's pretty exciting. We didn't really collect much of anything before because we waited for the surprise of a boy or a girl. So I see a lot of pink and purple over there.
There's a lot of pink over there. So fun.
Alright, so what am I going to do? I'm going to head over to where the goats were, their previous paddock, and start cleaning it up. There's some old fencing that I'm just going to pull out with the tractor. And then I'm going to maybe mow a little bit in there, and I'll have the chainsaw and clean up downed wood, maybe take down some trees. In a couple weeks we're going to try our hand at some mushroom farming, and so I also need to spot some hardwoods, maples and oaks that are alive right now that I can cut down and use their logs for farming mushrooms by drilling holes in them and then putting mushroom spawn in them. So I'm excited to try that. And yeah, that general idea of where the goats work, clean up behind them with chainsaw work, tractor mowing work, that kind of thing.
And that opens up that field, kind of gets it going.
I'm really excited to finish, to basically wrap around the whole pond with that cleanup work and then clean up the pond itself. It's going to be beautiful over there. Yeah, but it looks really rough right now, but it's going to be beautiful.
Awesome.
Here we go. Let's work.
Woo!
Okay, calling it a day. Really happy with what I was able to get done just now. Mix of cutting down little Doug fir trees, mowing, moving logs into little piles. Really able to open this up. Tomorrow I'll jump on it again and take down more trees. Like this is a big, beautiful oak tree right here. But you can see it's shedding branches on its bottom half because all those branches are getting shaded out, and then it's just letting those die and dropping them. So that's a signal that it needs a lot more space. So I'm gonna cut down a lot of trees around it. There's another one there, where all the little Doug fir trees interspersed. I'm gonna knock them all down. And then I think I'm only gonna have to take down a couple of oaks, like that one that's leaning way over. I'll take that one out to make more room for 3 oaks that are kind of in a triangle around it. I saw a very sad spindly little oak down there that's just basically a straight tree, and I want oaks that are, you know, those big wide canopies. So more work tomorrow. Wish Jacob was here, my nephew. We'd be getting a whole lot done. Someone could be on the tractor, somebody could be cutting. That's all right. Hello, little baby.
She's outside.
You ready to do some work?
So ready in my hat.
We're out here again. Gonna keep going. I'm gonna start knocking down big fir trees right here that I can just knock down and then drag out of the way.
Okay.
So
That sounds good. Getting it opened up. Awesome.
Yep. Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. Hi, Arya.
All right, it's the next day and we've just got a few chores on the list to do before Arya goes to school for a few hours. They're gonna help me herd the chickens into the chicken tractor and I'll move the chickens. The routine is we need to lock them all in the tractor while we take down the fence and move it. And Arya's gonna have to leave for school during the move, but herding them in is the hardest part. The dogs have been keeping the area safe in this fence that we haven't had any predator problems, so I've just been leaving that open so that it's not a twice daily chore of opening and closing that door, so that's been nice. But that means that the old routine for moving the chickens was close them up at night, come out here and move them first thing in the morning before you even let them out. But doing it this way, we have to have a chicken rodeo of herding them all into the pen.
Come. Hola, hola, hola. Come, hola. Good job, Hola, come. Hola.
Right, here we come.
Olaf, sit. Olaf, sit. Olaf, sit. Good job, Ari. Olaf, sit.
You just missed one. All right, one more lap. Come around. Right. Come, Jake. Arya, not too close. Good. All right, we did it. Leave it. I've got some meat scraps for the dogs, and I'll show you the inside of their little dog shelter and that dog feeder. I used stuff like meat scraps and treats to train them to that thing, and it took them a little while, but I'll show you what I do. So the only way for me to get in is to lift this thing up, and the problem with that is sometimes the goats want to get in at that time. Sit, sit. Slide that in. All right, up we go. In goes the camera. One goat is in. Let's push her out again. Okay. Got it. All right, so we are in. Now, careful. So I don't know how much you can see from over there, but this has a flap that the dogs push on and food drops in. So I throw all these tasty meat scraps in there. And they know how to do it now, but before I kind of had to push it open for them. And it seemed to me when I was training them to it that the noise of touching this thing and it moving startled them at first. Oh, Maple, Maple, come. Maple, come, come. Oh, Maple, come on. All right, good stuff going in. Good stuff. Good stuff is in there. Okay. In here, guys. In there. Maple. Good. Oh. So there, works great for two dogs because they can share it. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of dog pairs that would get competitive, but that's one of the awesome things about having a mother and a daughter is they don't show food aggression towards each other or anything, so that's nice. I think Lila just left because there was one bone in there, so she probably grabbed it and took it somewhere, and now she's back to try to gobble up stuff. Lila, did you hide that bone? Alright, here's what it looks like after a few days of work. The excavator can be really nice with moving heavy logs and doing stuff, but I'm a little concerned about the big ruts it makes. So I'll have to find the balance of using equipment that helps the work go a lot faster, but not tearing up the ground. I set these oak logs aside. We're going to start our mushroom farming experiment with them and some maple logs. I'll move them. You need to farm mushrooms in kind of moist, shady environments, so that'll get cut up and moved. But we're really excited about how this looks, opening up for these oaks. Hopefully these oaks really just can breathe and turn beautiful.
Really cool.
What do you think, Arya?
Cool. Did you mow this?
I did a little mowing right here too, yeah.
Yep.
And there's plenty more cleanup to do, so a bit at a time I'll come out here, listen to a book on my phone and work away.
You're doing so good. So cool to see sunshine shining all the way back on where the goats are now, where before this was just covered in blackberries and shaded by tons of trees, not accessible at all, and now I can see goats in the sunshine in the next paddock over. That's so
That's
cool.
the plan.
Great work, Jordan.
So if over the months we can wrap all the way around the pond and open it up in the same way, and then work on the pond itself. Most of the trees that are too close to the pond, a lot of them should go, and we have plans for reshaping the pond banks, because I think the pond makers were really ambitious with how high they thought they could get the level of the pond, but seeing how it leaks out of the back, the higher it gets, the more it leaks. We're pretty sure that we can pull down some of those tall banks, smooth it out, and make it more accessible. Right now, the sidewall towards the yurt and the back dam wall are tall and steep and just kind of make the pond kind of less accessible. You don't just gently walk to the pond, you kind of hike up to it. So we're working our way around the pond, and hopefully in the next year or two, everything near the pond and the pond itself will just be beautiful and more easily accessible. So, that's fun.
Taking shape little by little.
Yep. One day at a time. And James helped a little bit. He's been asking to go in and play games a lot, but he was a good sport. He just played by the tractor a lot too.
Cool.
Olaf hung out. Huh, bud?
Ran away into the neighbor's field.
How was school, are you? Fine. It was cool.
Amazing, but party. Me and Teddy.
Well, they all wear masks so they can't smell it.
Baby sleeping.
Baby sleeping.
Well, that's it. That's what we've been doing. I think the weather's going to take a turn for the rainy again, so I won't be able to do quite as much of this. But I'll keep chipping away.
Bye bye. Bye bye, Teddy. It's party.
She's so sleepy. What's the thing you're really excited about these days?
Playing games.
Playing a game called Balloons, a computer tower defense game. I got it, and James has been so into it. He wakes up and comes over to me and wakes me up, and he says, "Dad, can we play balloons?" And then during the day he says, "Dad, can we play balloons?" And then at night he says, "Dad, can we play balloons?" And he talks about it all the time.
Like 85,400 a day.
Yeah, about that.
Today he kept saying, "What can I do that's not a chore and not going outside?"
James asked a lot of leading questions where there's one answer.
Yes.
Oh, James, we love you.